So today I'm going to show you how to implement the SQLite into your CounterStrikeSharp plugins. So since the CounterStrikeSharp doesn't have something that familiar with the client preference, so you have to create your own database just to save the player settings into for your own plugins. So it's gonna take a couple of steps, but trust me, it's not that difficult. CounterStrikeSharp's already providing you some tutorial with that one. If you can check on the doc CS sharp dev and go to the examples, you see the database tables you see here. Well, it's a little bit weird, but they're also using the SQLite, just like what we're gonna make right now, but we're gonna do it a little bit different from this ones. Alright, so let's delete all the stuff that I have implemented before, and we're gonna start from the fresh one in the first place, so you can follow it and one by one. Alright, seems like everything is in the orders right now, so we're gonna start. Well, first let's go to the NuGet package. In this case, if you're using the VS Code, you probably have to dealing with some the dependencies yourselves. So the one that we need is SQLite. Obviously, you go to the NuGet package and you want to download the Microsoft Data SQLite here. The version I use right now is 8.0.7, but that really doesn't matter. Just get the latest version of these things. And the last one that you need is the dappers. Alright, so I already have both of them, and we're gonna start coding in this part. So first, when the plugin load, you want to make sure that your plugin is actually creating the tables and the database here. So declaring some SQLite connections, and I'm gonna name it, just name it connection probably. Alright, so we have get and set is nullable. Oh shit, wait, hold on. And yeah, it's nullable. And get and set doesn't need this one. Alright, and then you're gonna create some functions called load database, and then it's a function load database. Alright, oh shit, I think I forgot why. There you go. And you want to using the connections dot, which ones? And I think I forgot that one. Open first and connections. Well, I think I'm gonna need a reference. I forgot it. Yeah, sometimes you're gonna need a reference. Alright, so it's equal to the new SQLite connections, and you're gonna need a part of these things using the dollar signs and data source equal to, this case is gonna be our module directories. Forget the semicolons, and oh shit, there's some more actually. Use the patch joy, or maybe you don't need that one, but usually I always using the patch joy for this one. Using the, I'm gonna name it stop source and .db, since we are working on the stop source plugins. Alright, check both of them. Alright, data source, yeah, just copy on this one. Well, it's actually sometimes that you're gonna need a reference for checking if your coding is actually correct or not. And then we're gonna connection and execute. Wait, execute? Oh yeah, exactly. That's the correct one. I think I'm drunk right now. So you're gonna execute the command that you're gonna create a table if not exists. with the S, and the name of the database is gonna be a stop style, and it's gonna have the two columns. So we're gonna have the player int, which is the wildcard, and that's the most 64 with the, well, it's a primary key also, because you don't want to have like the duplicate Steam IDs in the same tables here. And you're gonna need, well, I will call it sound mode, and it's the int, and you're gonna need the semicolons in the SQL's commands every single time. And in this case, just in case, I need to check, oh yeah, it has to be there, because if I put it here, it's not gonna work. Create tables stop style if not exists, and check it on this one. Yep. Alright, players was, and it has the valves of, alright, it doesn't need this one. Primary keys, and it's int. Alright, looking good for me. And in this case, I'm gonna using the asyncs instead, and because we're using the asyncs functions, this one has to be asyncs, and you cannot just simply just connect like this one. You need the await. There you go. Await connections, execute asyncs. Execute asyncs, create tables, stop styles. If not exists, then when the player out and is characters, primary keys, sounds mode, and is int. So now we create the tables, and when the player joins, we gonna need to get the player's data from the tables. So we're gonna be here, and in this case I gonna go using get player data, no, sound mode instead, and it's gonna be the client. Right now we do not declare the function, that's why it is showing up like this. So we're gonna just declare it, set it to private void, and CCS player is a controllers, and is a client. You know, some people using the player instead of the client, but because I writing the SoundSpawn plugins before, so I always using this one. So check if the client is new, always being this way. And you want to get the player data when player that is connected full here, because in the put in the servers, well, the client put in the servers is also hooking the bot. So that's why sometimes that you want to do when the players connect fulls, and because on player connect fulls is only detect for the real players and not the bot. So get the player sounds mode, and then let's see, we need to get the data from the tables. So we're gonna need to click the news command, obviously. Oh shit, is a cap lock on? So the new queries, well, is gonna be select sound mode, or maybe you can use like this one, like, you know, the symbols is basically get the whole rows, all the data, like including the player out and the sound mode you got here. But because we only need just sound mode, from the name of the database is stop sounds, and then where player out is equal at AUTH, and this one. Now you might a little bit confused for this one. Oh yeah, it's a players, by the way, it's not the, oh fucking hell, I think I pressed F2, no, not F2, F12, there we go. Now the reason that we do not using, like, you know, just like getting the player players Steam IDs, putting the player's Steam ID and get it from this one is because it's a security stuff. If you're doing the PHP, you will understand this one, because if you putting the actual parameters into this slice, it can cause the security risk, and players like the other user or maybe some people who actually want to destroy the tables actually insert something else into the database, like maybe it's a different code and actually fuck your database up. That's why you want to use the add and following the some from some the variable that you about to declare here. So I declare params and equal to new, and just declare as the name of these things, and you want to tell it if what is the out is, right? So client authorize Steam IDs, and in this case I using the Steam ID trees. I always using the Steam ID trees, and in this case I'm gonna put these symbols on it because I already checked the client authorized ID is new or not in this one already. So if it's new, this function will not get execute. And then you don't need this semicolon for this one. Right, okay, so the next thing is about to get the resource of the queuing. So it's gonna be connection, and then execute reader asyncs and get the queries and params. Oh shit, I forgot the S, never mind. And it's gonna ask again because connection may be new here, but since it's never gonna be new, trust me. Can I use the event since we're using the reader asyncs? No way, I cannot doing it. What the fuck did I have done before? I just copy the whole code into that one. It's a cheat code, alright. Oh, I see. Because we are not using the asyncs here. That's why. And I'm putting this one. So we got the resource. If the resource is new, just return it. But if it's not, so if result has a row. This is basically like if the rows of the Steam IDs that exist, then we're gonna do some shit here by result read it. So we read it, and then we want to get we want to set the variable for these players. So in this case, I already making some dictionaries that are storing the players' data here in case when they changing the settings or anything, is gonna be here. All right, and then we want it to equal to, since I always using, not always, I using the source mode enums here that I declare here and is relative to the int. All right, so go to the, then we want to do it the resource, and then just using this one and telling them to get the sound mode columns here. And now sometimes that, well, it cannot directly convert from the int to the source mode for some reasons, because since you're doing this, you actually have to get the actual variable type of the resource first. In this case, it's an int, but it's not the int32s, since the SQLite is using the int64. It's gonna be long. See, all right. So you get the int64 of the sound mode resource here, and then you convert it to the sound mode enum. In this case, well, sometimes that you don't need to put this one because it's already this castings already happened because I'm using the enums. All right. So maybe if you like doing the plugin and your result is a normal int int or anything, you're just gonna have only like this one. You don't have the sounds mode on the front in this one. Okay, and then in the case if the results doesn't have the role, so we're gonna insert the player data instead. So in this case, I'm gonna do it for the, well, you know, I just gonna make the function of insert player data. All right, there we go. All right, private async void and insert player data and client. Oh yeah, I forgot that one. CSS controllers, and then because we insert the player data, we need to have one more parameters here is a source mode, and tell them that what's the mode that they want to do, and declare some default values here. All right, so we got it, and insert. That has no event happened. Well, it's about to happen. So they are familiar with this one. In this case, we're gonna do the queries, and this time insert into the stop sounds while having the value. No, not yet. Not this one. All right. Players out when the sound mode. You have to specify that what the variable that you insert first. So, and then you use the values, the actual one that you're gonna put. In this case, gonna be out, and it's gonna be mode. And sometimes, to prevent the errors happens when you insert the row into the tables, you have to make sure that this thing is not the duplicate. So, but because in the case of the MySQL, it's gonna be on duplicate key do update, but because the SQLite doesn't have the on duplicate keys, so we're using on conflict instead. And which conflict is just need for the player out, because you know the duplicate on the mode, and like you know the value inside that is not the primary keys is basically 5, because it's basically like you just update the data. But since players or the Steam ID is not changed, it's gonna be the same, so you cannot insert more of this one. On conflicts, well, set on, well, is that a set on? I forgot the syntax again. There you go. On, yeah, on, wait, all right, do update set. I see, not the set on. Do update set the sound mode equal to add mode here. Simples, right? All right, recheck again. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, do update set. There's no more this one. All right. So, and then you just simply need the more parameters for this one also, like above that we have do it before. News and is out equal to, yeah, just copy this one. Too lazy, bitch. And this times we also had the mode equal to, well, we have to cast to the in before, and then to the mode. Oh, what the hell? Oh yeah, there we go. And yeah, actually it has to be long. Maybe I also change this one to the long too, because since it's gonna be long anyway. There we go, bitch. And we have some more int for this one. There you go. Long. Alright. This looks pretty good for me. And you're using the await this time and connections. Execute async like this one. This slide is very simple, so because we are not getting the results from the tables, but because we update the table itself, so the lines end like this one. All right, so right now you have everything that you need, and you just need to put it to exactly the place that you need to. Yeah, I think I forgot that one. So we have both of the get player sounds mode and insert player data here. And in this case, I gonna also put it to the set stop sound stay stat here. Well, because it needed. When players change the settings, we update the database. That's why we need it. So I'm using insert player data and client and mode, and because set stop sound status also in the player put in a server hook here, well, yeah, actually it's a mistake, I guess. And wait, oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, it's a little bit complicated. I read in my code. I think that there's some necessary stuff that happened here that I probably edited later. But right now, in this case, I'm gonna add the if it's gonna update the database or not. All right, new and false, not new. All right, in this case, we put it if you want to update the database. Then yep, absolutely, insert the player data. And then, well, when it's gonna be used for the insert player data was, well, it's not was, is when the players setting up with the commands here. So we add true inside this one. There we go. Yeah, got everything we need. And then we just compile this thing and then testing on our servers. All right, since, well, don't need build. What's so different? And I have to shake the, yeah, I have to shake the console in the same time if the errors actually happen. Okay, this has been dragged out successfully, and oh yeah, I think I'm closing the PowerShells here. Oh, so it's already stopped. So some shit happened. I believe that some shit happened. There we go. What the fuck, dude? Yeah, I think I fuck up. I think I fuck up somehow. It's not start at all. All right. Usually, when the server is not start, is having mostly is because, well, you fuck ups in some line in the code here. Well, we're gonna shake it one by one. This one is work perfectly. So let's check on this one. The connection, new SQLite connection with the data source. Yeah, SOURCE. This is basically shaking the spell. Oh, fucking hell. Are you serious? I put it as actually correct one, and then in the end, I still doing it. I still have doing the mistake here. Yeah, fuck yeah. And you drag it down to this one again. Whoop. And you restart the server. What? Start the server. Okay. Now wait for a little bit. Check the console. There we go. So now it's work. And then you join the servers. Waiting for more errors gonna happen. Caught in the 4K video. Actually, I'm using the 1080s monitors. Oh, that's weird. Does this connect? Yes. All right. So if I change it to the stop sounds one, it's gonna stop sounds completely, and you're not gonna hearing the gun sound at all. Yeah, not at all. Yeah, not at all. I don't hear anything. And then I try to quit the games, and then Oh shit, what's happened? Oh, that's a zombie shark. Again, I still doesn't fix this one. Yeah. Close this. And then I'm gonna try to rejoin again. Well, how about restart the servers at the same time? Yep. Connect it. Alright. Even that it said that it's a enable source, but because probably the message have been set with when the players put in the servers. But then you get the actual values when you are connect through. Yeah, absolutely no sub at all. Even that I disconnect it. So it's 100% work perfectly. So that's how it's done. It's a little bit longer videos, but because not usually that people making a video about CounterStrikeSharp's tutorial, so this one probably you enjoy it.